My name is Sawila Simpakoroy from England. I'm in transport, and nothing has really been moving. So I know as I leave this place, I'm taking Christ with me. I need him. I need him through my business. I need him through my life.
But the first car vehicle was a small vehicle.
Yes, what you said is true, man of God. First, Toyota Corolla I had. Yes, correct.
It was a small vehicle.
Yes, small vehicle, yes.
And it was not new.
No, white in color, no, it wasn't new, no. Yes.
That is where you got all the misfortunes. That is where many dirty games were done.
You've literally, hit the nail on the head. Taken me by surprise because he's gone back way in the 90s. I started off as a taxi, and then I went on to do driving school. That was back then in Zambia at the time. I was in my late teens when I started. I wasn't living the straight life. You are spot on, man of God.
That is where women could sit and sleep with the men in the small vehicle.
Man of God has taken me by surprise because he's gone back way in the 90s. Being the youngest on the taxi rank, I was protected by some guys I used to move with, especially in the evening. And what man of God said is true. I would, allow them to use my vehicle for their night games, as it were. They were using it as a lodge. I would be doing the driving because most of them couldn't drive, but then they would be protecting me from criminals at night. But then they would ask for a favor to use my car for sleeping with women. Yes.
That vehicle became a curse. And the small girl cursed you people. There was a small girl with the high shoes.
I can't remember the name, but there was a young girl.
Name, but this one is tall. You cannot forget this girl.
Man of God, what you're saying is true.
If you can check even the legs, these are the legs.
She resembled the lady you that stood up. The legs and the beauty, I should say. There was about 4 of us in a car. We were driving to a nightclub.
You are 4 of you. This is tall. Make him a bit short.
There's a guy I used to move with, yes. About his, his build, but slightly shorter, yes. Yeah. And similar haircut to the man I used to move with in the vehicle. I'm confirming that to be very correct and true.
I can even remember what happened at the road which crosses the railway line.
On the particular event you were saying where there's a rail track, those that come from Zambia, Emersdale area, there's several routes we used to use. There was a rail line there. On that particular event you were saying, my colleague, I'm not going to mention names like you advised earlier, yes. My colleague and the girl were sat at the back. I was the one driving. So if I turned like this, I could only see my colleague this side, but the girl was sat behind me. In the vehicle, my colleague was positioning himself to sleep with the girl, but she refused. So I was the one driving, and then we went over the rail line. We went and dropped her closer to her house, and there was an exchange of words, insults, they were insulting each other and that sort of thing. And I can confirm, man of God, that what you said is very true. So I would like to ask for Jesus' forgiveness of my sins for the salvation of my soul.
Deliverance going on for him. In Jesus' name.
Father, we put life in his transport business. Let him come back here to give testimony.